In this lecture, we are going to install MongoDB on our local development machine along with MongoDB tools which we need in order to work with MongoDB. So let's go to browser, and here in the address bar, you can type mongodb.com. It will take us to the MongoDB page. From here, since we want to download and install MongoDB, you need to go to products, and there in the right hand side, you will see that here we have a community edition. So here for this course, I'm going to install community edition, which is free to use. If you want to download and install enterprise edition, you can also do that. But for that, you will have to pay some amount. But for this course, I'm going to install MongoDB Community Edition. So I will select this and it will take us to the download page. Here we have this button for downloading the Community Edition. Let me click on that. And here in this page, if I scroll down, from here, I can install the latest version of MongoDB. So here I want to install MongoDB for Windows operating system because I'm using Windows operating system 64-bit. So the platform is already selected. And here I have different options to download. For example, I can download this MSI file, which is the installer file for MongoDB, or I can also download a zip file. But here I'm going to download MSI file. Let's click on this download button and it is going to start downloading the MSI installer for MongoDB. Let's wait for this download to complete. So you can see that the download is complete. And here it has downloaded an MSI file. Let's double click on this MSI file and it is going to open the installation wizard. So here it has opened the installation wizard. Let's click on next here. And here let's accept the terms and license agreement. Let's click on next. Here we have two options. So if you want to install all the program features of the MongoDB, you can select complete. But if you want to choose the specific features which you want to install for MongoDB, you can select custom. Here I'm going to select complete. And now when I select complete here, we need to check few options. So here you will see that we have this checkbox called as install MongoDB as a service. When you check this checkbox, what it does is it creates a Windows service behind the scenes which runs automatically. So the MongoDB service will be running in the background. But if you uncheck this, in that case, you will have to start the MongoDB service first in order to work with MongoDB, and that service will run in the foreground. Here I'm going to keep this check, and then we have these two radio buttons. So it says run service as network service user or run service as local or domain user. Now here I want to run the MongoDB service as a network service user. So I will keep this checked. Then here you need to specify a service name for MongoDB. I'm going to keep this default value. Then here you can specify the data directory where the MongoDB data will be saved and the log directory where the MongoDB logs will be saved. Here I'm going to keep the default selected directories and I'll click on next button. Then here you can see this checkbox which says install MongoDB Compass. MongoDB Compass is a tool which is a GUI tool to work with MongoDB database. But currently I don't need this MongoDB Compass, so I'm going to uncheck it. I just want to install MongoDB server. Let's click on next and let's click on install. And it is going to install MongoDB server on the local development machine. So let's wait for this installation to complete. MongoDB has been installed successfully. Let's click on this finish button. Now we have installed MongoDB server, and since we selected the checkbox to run MongoDB as a service in the background, if I open services here, we should have a service called MongoDB. So you can see here we have a service called MongoDB which is running in the background. If you want to stop this service, you can stop it from here, and if you want to restart it, you can restart it from here. But as long as this service is running, we will be able to work with MongoDB. If I stop this service, then we will not be able to connect to MongoDB server or work with it. So it is required that this service is running. Either you run it in the foreground or you run it in the background. Now, we installed MongoDB server on our local machine and it is also running as a background service. Now, in order to work with MongoDB server, we need a tool. So we need a tool to connect to MongoDB and perform CRUD operations. For that, again, I'll go to tools here. So from here, I can go to tools and there I'm going to install a tool called MongoDB Shell. I want to install this tool, MongoDB Shell. This MongoDB Shell, it is a command line tool in order to work with MongoDB. Later, we will also install Compass, which is a GUI tool to work with MongoDB. But for now, in order to learn the basic concepts of MongoDB, I'm going to install MongoDB Shell, which is a command line tool. So let's scroll down. Again, I'm going to select this version 2.5.6, which is the latest version. Okay. Then for me, I'm using Windows 64-bit. So that is already selected here. That platform is selected here. And for the package, instead of downloading a zip file, I'm going to select MSI. And again, I will click on this download button. And again, it is going to download an installer for installing MongoDB Shell. So let's wait for this download to complete. This is a small file, so it should be downloaded pretty quick. All right, the download is complete and you can see that the MSI file has been downloaded. When I double click on this, it is going to open the installation wizard for installing MongoDB Shell. Let's just click next here. And this is the path where the MongoDB Shell will be installed. So I'm going to keep the default path. And here you can see this checkbox is checked, which says that this MongoDB shell is going to be installed only for me. I'm the current user. But if you want to install it for all the users, you can uncheck this checkbox. But for me, it is fine. So I only want to install it for me, for this user. Let me click on next and let's click on install. And it should install MongoDB shell. So the installation is finished. Let's click on this finish button. And now to open MongoDB shell, let's open command prompt. So for that, I'll type cmd and I'll open a new command prompt window. From here, what we need to do is, in order to start MongoDB shell, we need to type a command mongosh like this. And when I press enter, it should start MongoDB shell. And you can see that the MongoDB shell has started. And here you can see the connection string which this MongoDB shell is using in order to connect to MongoDB server. So this connection string is the connection string for the local installation of our MongoDB server. Our MongoDB server is running on localhost port number 27017. Okay, so this is the connection string for connecting to local installation of our MongoDB server. Then you can also see the version of MongoDB which is installed on the local development machine and the version of MongoShell which is installed in local development machine. And this is the database which we are currently in. Okay, now when we install MongoDB for the first time, we have four main databases. So for example, if I say show DBs here and if I press enter, okay, it should be show DBs. And if I press enter, you will see that we have four databases, this admin, config, and local. These are system databases and a database called test gets created. Now you will not see this test database in the list. The reason for that is this test database is created, but it does not contain any collection. And since it does not contain any collection, we are not seeing listed here. Now we are going to use this Mongo shell to connect to and work with MongoDB database. So here I am going to clear the shell by simply typing CLS. So it will clear the MongoDB shell. Now from the next lecture, using this MongoDB shell, we are going to connect to and work with MongoDB database. Now we are already connected to MongoDB server. So from the next lecture, we will start creating database and working with MongoDB database. This is all from this lecture. If you have any questions from this lecture, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.